introduce you to our friend, the M of R2M, Matthew Cohen in the house. Matthew,
Richard,
Red Eye, I know you were shooting all day yesterday. Walk us through it. What happened?
I was on set of a set shooting things, and I went to go to the airport late night, and I suddenly was grabbed by a man in a mask. I didn't know what was happening.
Right.
So you don't have many facts?
That sounds accusatory.
No, I'm just waiting for some facts.
I'm just saying, I didn't see the face of the man in the mask, but when the sock went in my mouth, there was a certain smell that I recognized.
Let me ask you this: when the sock was being shoved in your mouth, was it a shaky hand or steady? Because that tells the story.
It was a shaky hand followed by a stutterous shh. He was like shh, 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 shh.
Okay, so, first of all,
things
your logic is way off.
Okay.
First of all.
The short and long of it is, guys, I'm here now. We kissed and made up. R2M is back together.
R2M is back. We rebuilt our dynasty.
And what's pleasure without a little bit of pain? That big rough sock on my mouth. I feel.
Well, it's a failed attempt to make you my love slave. A boy's got to try.
You know what your mistake was? Leaving a camera in the captivity room.
Leaving him alone with his own phone.
And internet. It's a mistake. Matthew, what are you shooting? What show are you doing?
It's abbreviated HOW, or H.
To get away with
CWA. The call sheets are so confusing, but it's how to get away with murder. Which, did we talk about what you're also shooting?
Yeah, but let's talk about you.
But there's something more, I'm not allowed to say very much about mine, so it's gonna get boring, but let's talk about Rob.
No, buddy, we talked about it, and I appreciate that, but I really like the attention on you for a second.
I have nothing to say except...
It's a show, it's on CBS.
It's a show on ABC.
It's a show on ABC.
ABC, he was testing you.
That was the test.
I'm gonna be on it.
Doing many episodes. We're very excited about that.
Doing some episodes, maybe not many.
We'll be the judge of that.
And I'll be playing a character.
You really paint a picture with words.
He's a he. He does dialogue with other people on the show.
There's a set. I'll be wearing costumes.
There's a set. I'll let you guys in on that. There is a set. And
does it have a fake tree on it?
there's a plant. There's a couple plants.
Because we've got a set here.
That's right. Oh, that is it's good stuff.
It's good stuff.
Yeah. Spare no expense. Bring us the deadest tree you have, we said. Spanish moss, we demanded. Because when you think of Vancouver and Supernatural, you think
Dead trees and
Spanish moss. You know their motto, come for the dead trees, stay for the Spanish moss. The Vancouver license plate.
Oh, the Spanish moss. Vancouver, BC.
They sell it in the airport in jars.
Yeah.
Coming to Vancouver. Here, have some maple syrup and don't forget your Spanish moss.
Hey.
Anyway, we're happy for you, Matthew, and welcome.
It's good to be here, guys. It's a hole in my heart not to be here.
Terry Andrew was not the same without you. Although we muddled through. Robbie and I managed to power through.
Yeah, I mean, I was no Matt Cohen, that's for sure.
By a show of blood-curdling screams. Did anybody have a good time last night? Apparently you did all right, Robbie. You did all right.
I tried, Matt, I tried. I didn't take my shirt off, though.
Well, there's always today is the thing. There's always... I'm rich. Just face.
I have to, Your Honor...
Speaking of great faces on stage, I had a moment yesterday. Rob and I had the great pleasure of introducing Ruth Connell to the stage to do a panel. She's so great, she's so delightful. I've met her a couple times before. Robbie and I met her at Comic-Con. I met her up here in Vancouver, when I was shadowing at one point. Such a nice lady, so good on the show. And she came up to the stage and she had Erica Carroll with her and they were doing a little something on stage. And I made some crack about, oh my gosh, the ladies had a party, we weren't invited. And Ruth goes, you're always invited to my... I can't do Scottish, but anyway, she says, you're invited to the party all the time, Rich. And I said, wow, Ruth knows how to butter my muffin. And the look of disgust she gave me at that moment, it wasn't like, it was, deep-seated disturbance.
Well, once again, that's
at the core.
your bad habit of doing these American colloquialisms in front of someone like from her country. He probably just like insulted her mother.
Let me tell you something. If
She knows how to butter my muffin.
Like,
excuse me.
That means execution. Ruth is the same person who convinced the producers of Supernatural to let her say Fanny. And she knows damn well what that means in her country. She slips that right by the sister. So she's no, fragile flower.
Yeah.
Ruth's not fooling me.
Yeah.
And if a man can't grab a microphone, step up on the stage, and tell a woman he doesn't know that she can butter his muffin, well, what kind of country do we live in? What kind of world is that? Not a world I want to live in.
Maybe it was a personal thing. She didn't want your butter anywhere near her muffin.
Maybe that actually makes the most sense. It's probably true.
Maybe
All I know
so.
is I managed to meet and offend her in like one moment, just sort of like really connect and offend and then ostracize with one.
But in all fairness, that's
My signature move.
Yeah.
That's what got me through high school. That's how I got on the show. Anyway, so crazy things have happened, Matt, in your absence.
Apparently.
Now you're all caught up.
I'm all caught up. Buttered muffin, a sock in the mouth, and here we are, ladies.
I guarantee you, if Matt had gone up to her and said, "Oh, Ruth, you really buttered my muffin," she'd be like, "Oh, Matthew,
Oh my.
you're so great. The Ruby Barons, the old Kerk.
You know how you get her?
I am Ruth."
I would have said, kind, beautiful Ruthie, can I butter your organic muffin? It's a health issue at this
Almond
point.
butter.
It's the chemicals that I had.
Can I
there.
almond butter?
So it wasn't the fact.
Good muffin.
So you're saying it's not the fact that I'm physically revolting or gross. It's the ingredients of the muffin.
Because it's your intolerance of healthy muffins.
That's it. That's all I can say. Next time.
Can I almond butter your free
Next
range?
time I go leaping over that line, I'll try to be
Your free range
more homegrown about it.
fed wild chicken egg made muffin.
That sounds dirtier. All right, let's do some questions for people.
Let's do it.
Let's dig ourselves out of this hole, or deeper into it, whichever. You.
Hello.
Hi. Get up to that microphone. There it is. See that thing?
There. Okay. First, my friend would like to say that Matt, you look like John Stamos.
We've heard that, haven't we?
What?
Didn't we hear, is John Stamos the one that was on Full House?
Yes.
Didn't we at one time decide that if we did Full House,
Yeah.
you would be John Stamos, you would be,
I'm Dave Coulier.
and I'd be, what's
the other guy?
Bob Sapp.
Okay, my question for you three is, if you were a tree, what kind of tree would you be?
Spanish moss.
Dogwood. Dogwood.
Dogwood, isn't that fitting?
I thought so.
I would be the General Sherman.
That's a tree?
That is the largest tree by volume in the world, Robbie.
The General Sherman?
The General Sherman
It
is.
sounds like a strain of pot.
It is.
Dude, I got some great bud. I got General Sherman. I got, you never had General Sherman? Oh, bro.
I don't know about this drug talk, Robbie.
You're at a whole drug thing earlier.
The General Sherman guy. I mean, is this? Raise your hands if you're from the United States.
I think it may be a reference to the Civil War general.
The General Sherman is
New York.
the largest tree by volume.
Who burned Atlanta.
In the Sequoia National Forest. And it's awesome, and so that's why I would be that tree.
And the tree is named for William Tecumseh Sherman. I know you know this.
Of course.
From the Civil War, right?
Yes.
Fought for the North.
Exactly.
Burned the South. Laid a swath of destruction throughout the South.
You obviously, you gotta be in your bonnet about this.
That's why I'm not wearing my bonnet. Stupid me. You know, guys are going bonnetless. Taking the B out of it. You.
Okay, wait, there, that's good. I don't have a tree question. I want to hear, lay it on me, the best pickup line you have.
I mean, Rich, you invented the pickup line.
As in Tennessee, the old joke goes, for starters, I never had an effective pickup line, ever. It never worked. I never had one, it never worked. This is an old joke, though. The old, 'cause I'm from Tennessee, I can make this joke. Like, what's the Tennessee boy's best pickup line? Hey, nice tooth.
That's offensive.
It's offensive, except it's offensive to my people. I can defend my own people.
That's a Tennesseans and to teeth.
You
I
can,
like how we justify making fun of something we relate to by saying, "Oh, we can do it because
it's me, it's my people.
I will give you the Rob Benedict pickup line. But never quite did the damage that I thought it would. Hey, I was, my friends were, I came over because I thought, you know what? Forget it.
That's awesome.
I've done this one before. It may have been here. I hope you haven't heard it. It's my favorite of all times because I messed it up when trying it on my wife once. The proper line goes, "Hey, do you have any raisins?" No. How about ruining my joke? How about a date? But when I was dating my wife, after I was dating her, I would always do cheesy pickup lines to make her laugh, and I went, "Hey, do you have any prunes?" Never mind.
We had an interesting occasion last week at the Minnesota convention where Rob was doing his TV show, and I was flying for a different state too. So I flew by myself, and I sat next to a woman who was not wholly unattractive, like a cute young lady sat next to me. And the running joke Rob and I always have is, and I'm sure we shared this joke as well. Typically, you'll see these beautiful people crossing by you in the aisle, and you never get that seat. You always get the angry person who's got too much baggage and horning in your space. Damn it. So we had this, you were nowhere near. I had this attractive young lady next to me, and so I texted Robbie like, "Ha ha, good looking girl next to me, suck it." And he said, he's like, "Picture didn't happen." Which, by the way, is very puerile of you. Juvenile at best. But I thought to myself, I too am juvenile, I can play this game.
Yeah, I mean, I was speaking fake language.
So I leaned over to the girl and I said, "Listen, I don't mean to bother you. My friend and I fly all the time, and we usually have miserable flights next to, angry people, and you are very pleasant, and it would just give me great pleasure to make him jealous if I could do a selfie with you." So I did, and we sit around, and the remainder of the flight was me and this woman doing a series of selfies, eating various meals and having beers, sitting to Robbie the whole time. And in the meantime, he kept going, "You tell her about your children? Show her a picture of the kids?"
Yeah. And they're taking their faces off, and he's sending me these pictures, and somehow, he ended up throwing me under the bus.
What?
And had this woman hating me by the end of the flight.
That's not.
It is true.
No, it was mid-flight. She hated you mid-flight.
He'd say things, "My friend thinks you're gross." What? I didn't even do
Well, because I was letting her read the text, he's like, "Oh, look, he just said I should show you a picture of my kids." I look at that, so I was like I was inviting her into our world, our squabble, and she found it endearing and sad at the same time. I think she was like getting her picture with me because it was like help the old people, kind of like, "Oh, I'm a sweet old man," and he and his gay lover have this thing about sitting next to women.
I lost you for a second, and then I said,
I had your gay lover?
Yes, gay lover. And I was like, "How is that?"
I guarantee you that's what she thought. I guarantee.
Sure. Because you and I were bickering hard.
We're bickering.
I had to put my phone down when I was getting angry. Because we really had this
Well, it's also the other thing is like-
Benny's a pig. I didn't even do anything. I didn't even know this woman.
It also annoyed Rob because most of the time on airplanes, I don't drink, and Rob will have a beer, and he's like, "Really, Your Majesty, you're not gonna have a beer with your buddy?" And so I was having a beer with her, and he's like, "You son of a bitch! Enjoy your ice cold beer with a striker."
You're a married man.
Married to me.
I'm gonna get the next picture. You're both holding the little shot glasses. You're like, "Shots!"
It's true.
And I hate the feeling of not being invited to the party, and I created the entire thing by saying, like, picture didn't happen, and then poof, it was,
Listen,
it was
mofo.
a novella.
You threw down the gauntlet. I give you a slideshow. You can, as a flip book in real time. Already an old married man. See, that would have worked great.
Yeah.
So kids at home, next time you fly next to somebody beautiful and single, pretend like Rob insists on taking a picture of it. Maybe you'll get somewhere. Thank you for the question. You.
So last year we found out what an episode between you and Rob would look like. I want to know now what an episode between the three of your characters would look like on Supernatural.
Robbie?
Episode between the three of our characters on Supernatural. Well,
Obviously written, directed, and produced by Richard Spade.
yeah. That's the first point.
Clearly.
Completely manipulated by.
Well, let's see. We're kind of your son. We could be your son.
You just said I could be Rob, so well, I guess I am. Because
Well, I
we're
mean, Gabriel and Michael, I mean, if we all believe that he's God.
I do. That makes.
Yes, please.
You know what it is? It should be my three sons with you, me, and Pellegrino.
And I come downstairs, boys.
You get the pipe?
Lucifer.
Sorry, Dad.
What did I tell you? My wife had your feet at the door.
Listen, backstage you said, that Fred McMurray joke will never play. Well, shame on you.
Shame on me. Oh,
Nailed
no. Egg on my face. Yeah, I think that's a good one. And I always imagine, maybe this is just in the opening credits, I imagine us in a convertible taking a road trip. I just imagine the three of us going to Vegas in a convertible.
It's great. It'll be, you start on Matt, thick black hair, Rob is brown and gray, slightly thinner hair than this, and me holding down my toupee. The toupee keeps going every with my hand.
Pellegrino's riding on the hood with his horns, like, let's do this.
He's like the hard rock.
Metallica's playing.
He's like the Mad Max guys.
He's got no shirt on, somebody honks in the car and he just blows fires.
Woo! It's Mad Max. Like a guy playing electric guitar.
I love it. Really, Pellegrino gets all the cool stuff.
But all Lucy, you know.
You and I have bumps in our faces.
You.
Hi.
Hi.
So, the name for the three of you is R2M, and the name for Jensen, Jared, and Misha is J2M. So my question is...
J2R2M2. Giant orgy of heaven sent. Does that answer your question?
Alright, so say...
Been there, done that. Don't ask Jay and Sue about that question, right? It's a secret between us and us.
That's a what is it?
Okay, so say J2M and R2M had to have some sort of fight or competition against each other. What competition sort of thing do you think you guys would absolutely kick their butts in?
Scrabble.
And what do you think?
Scrabble. I like our chances in Scrabble. I think Misha might be good. I think Jared's probably okay, but I think we can get him at the ankles. You know what I mean? I feel good about that. Because ankles doesn't use verbs.
I also feel like
verbs and ankles, you're like, that's not a word.
I'm gonna say charades.
Right.
I think we have them at charades.
Yeah, we could get them in like bizarre theater games.
Yeah.
And they could beat us in sports.
They could beat us in beating people. But when it comes to not you, but,
We'd beat them in losing.
yeah, that's good.
We would crush them in a mime off.
Yeah, we'd kill that. Because can you picture Jensen and Jared playing charades? I feel like they'd get into fights. What was that? Why didn't you say that? Well, why didn't you just say if it was going to be, you know, Mad Max? Why'd you say Mad Max?
It's two syllables, it's baseball. It's spelled. You just, yeah, no, it's the word, it's baseball. I nailed it.
All right, this first one, movie. Good. Saw it.
What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh, charades. Baseball. Yeah, I did it. Nailed it. One for our team. Scoreboard.
Baseball. Good. Got it. Done. You guessed yourself. That's not how you play. That's how I play. Just played it. Finished. Won.
1-0. You.
Hey Matt, I'm glad you escaped
You
unscathed.
just right through me. She like, she didn't have the courtesy to say, "Get the F out of my way." It was right through me to Matt.
I cannot stand those two anymore. I can't. My cheeks hurt, my face is cramping up. I can't. I'll be down here, guys. Hi, what's going on?
Hi, I'm glad you escaped unscathed.
Me too. Have you ever had a sweaty Rob Benedict sock in your mouth?
I imagine not.
Not saying it tasted bad, just a little salty.
My question was...
Too soon.
It's very disarming having you in front of me.
It's very disarming standing on that stage with these two a-holes making my face fall off. I have to be down here.
I imagine so. So since you stole my question about reenacting what happened last night, I would like your best impressions of each other instead.
I would like to toss this ball up. Robbie has perfected mine. Rich has obviously perfected Jensen. What do you...
Well, I mean, Rob, you just did the best imitation of yourself I've ever seen you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Rob figured out my impression last week, which was strange, because there was always like we could never...
I have a
I'm
hard
not
time.
quite interesting enough to have an impression of. That's what Rich said, and then...
That, I didn't say that, I tweeted that. And what I meant was...
Good thing it's not out there in the universe.
My Matt had to do with you after the Saturday night special
And a few drinks.
and a few drinks, which is Robbie. You get no. Let me finish, Robbie. You're not going to speak. I'm going to speak, and you guys are amazing. You are unbelievable. No, you guys are unbelievable. And I'm going. So you were amazing. No, I wasn't. I'm not.
I channel my inner Tomo every time I have like 2 glasses of wine and like I see you guys up there and you're doing your thing and I'm just like back there like just smiling and you come back and I grab onto the forearm and
One thing I've noticed about Matt, and this is not necessarily an imitation of Matt, I don't really have one, but I've noticed because Matt is, you know, I think we know Matt to be a lively and fun, bright spirit of a guy. But I noticed this about Matt. It's true. But when the shit goes down, I realize this is the guy you want to share a foxhole with. Because when they're like, when there's a problem, like we've had a couple issues, like, oh man, we got a thing. He's like, we got a thing, what are we doing? I'm like, well, we need to handle it. Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna kill somebody. He's like, no man, you understand, I'm from Miami. I know how to handle this shit. I'm like, okay. I wanted ranch salad dressing with balsamic, it's not a big deal.
Waiter, yo, homie, bro, holla at your boy. Where's the ranch at, dog? Where's the ranch at? Stop taking my shirt off right now. Let's go. That's R2 right there. Get the ranch, man. A whole bucket.
Yeah, have you ever seen him like back himself down? But he's like, I can't. I'm so angry. Don't even make me speak. I'm so angry. I'm gonna hit you even though you're in the right. But I gotta hit something, and you're here.
I don't even know if you guys understand how defensive and protective I feel over you guys. Like, I feel like I just want to be the guy, like all the guys, and like, you know, even like Tomo would be like, he just takes he's an aggressive man. But like when something happens to these guys, it breaks my soul in 1,000 pieces, and I'm never there for it. I'm never there. But one day, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna go all Michael on one of these people. I'm gonna be like, hey, you're messing with my friend? Where'd you go?
I just know that you're the man to pull that off, and you would do it too.
And I accept that. Thank you.
I don't
Thank you for being my
F with the
bodyguard.
supernatural guys, man. This one's my heart.
You.
Hi. So, my question is kind of lame, but Paradise by the Dashboard Lights is one of the best karaoke songs ever. And I wanted to sing that last night, but I kind of had an obligation to the Bob Seger song. for
She
obvious
nailed it. This is
reasons.
amazing.
Thank you. I was just wondering if, I was actually wondering what your guys' favorite part of that whole song to sing is, because it's an awesome song.
What's my favorite? What's
Because it's a long song, so what's your guys' favorite part of the whole song to sing when you're doing it in karaoke?
I could not be more lost right now. I have no idea what's going on. Where are we? What are we?
Welcome to my life, Richard Spade Jr.
Paradise on the Dashboard Lights.
The Meatloaf song.
Meatloaf. And what's our favorite part of that song?
Well, there's multiple, like...
Right.
Right, I think my favorite part is the last note. That means 17 minutes of my life is finally come to a close. I can't say I'm a fan. I hate to be that guy, but I think honestly it's so important. And listening to Meatloaf and a woman argue about if they're going to screw in a car, not my idea of a good time. Don't like the song, boys.
I have to agree with Rich on this, but even when I remember the video used to come on, and it kind of made me just a little feel funny, like just Meatloaf, I want to picture him on the Dashboard Lights. But I did always laugh at he always got me with the sit down, pray until the end of time. That's the punchline, really.
Yeah.
Which is now you gotta love me till the end of time, so I'm praying for the end of time. He always gets us. Good job, Meatloaf. Good on you.
Way to land that one, Loaf.
Matt?
Matt, ever heard of the song?
What are you guys talking about?
Exactly. No idea, right?
Your skirt's very pretty.
Thank you.
Nice cover. You.
Hello. Yeah. All three of you are big on Twitter. Can you describe an interaction between the three of you as human, angel, and God?
Whoa! Shit just got real.
I feel like we have to make up crap for this one, boys.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get into it. Coming up.
This is something about us being angels and men, and I don't know, I think I heard Twitter in there. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Twitter, if you were a Twitter icon of an angel and a man, what would be your spirit animal was the question.
Well, I got it. Otter.
The Ice Age squirrel.
The gooey duck.
I knew it. And Matt, this is the time where you tell people if you don't know what a gooey duck is.
If you don't know what a gooey duck is,
look it up. Spell it for the people so they know what they're searching.
G-U-E-Y duck.
Somebody came up to me today and said that they had eaten one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She told me that
She had a t-shirt of it.
Yeah. A souvenir shirt.
You had the gooey duck. Where's the t-shirt? I'm gonna pull up a real picture while you do that. It's a lovely animal.
It really is.
Nope, I don't know.
Does it live in the water?
Here it is.
It does. It lives in the water. Here's a
It
gooey duck.
looks delicious. There we go.
What do you mean, ew? I mean, in your mind, it does, you sick person.
This is Matt's spirit.
This is a clam shell, and this is the gooey duck part.
And that tells you all you need to know about Matt
And they're edible, also, apparently. I did not know that.
No. You.
No, we didn't get her question yet. Gooey duck.
All right, gooey duck.
You guys kind of already answered half my question. So, what's the most disgusting thing you've ever eaten?
Most disgusting thing you've ever eaten?
This could go a lot of ways, gentlemen.
You dirty man.
I'm just saying, disgusting is
As in
broad term.
Food. We're talking food.
Anything, Rich.
What?
It could be anything.
Oh, really? Thanks for watching.
Spectrum.
I was limiting myself to things on the planet.
Toss that one away there.
I had oxtail once.
That's
I don't
not
know if that's
gross.
I thought it was.
You're gross.
You've never eaten me. Or have you?
Depends on your definition of eating. I would have called it more like devouring.
Touche, Matthew.
You know what I'm talking about, Robbie.
I do actually.
It was a joint effort that time.
It was. At once. I don't know. We see. Oh,
I know I've eaten
I
something
know.
gross.
I have an answer. I have an answer. When we were, when I was a kid growing up in Missouri, we had there was this thing, this like festival thing, where all the men in town would get together and eat cow balls.
Yeah.
And that was like a thing that people made.
Terrible.
Now I was like a, I don't know, preteen, I guess. So I don't think I put it together so much. But later I put it together. It wasn't good, especially, you know, after the fact, when you remember what you actually ate. I ate a lot of them too. Like popcorn. See you later. Did you have to do that in Tennessee?
I've never had balls, Robbie.
I do chicken balls too.
Well, look at you. I've had, aren't you cock of the walk?
Touche.
I had tongue, but that was gross.
I
tongue was gross.
was tongue in London and I wasn't.
Yeah, London, maybe we were together. It was gross. Why did we order the tongue? What were we thinking? You know, make that 2 tongues. We'll have two of the tongue. That sounds good. That's gross.
What's that stuff that's like, they serve in England, it's like stripe or? Tripe. Right. Tripe.
We had that?
Yeah, we went to like a pub, they served us like appetizer tray. And tripe was
That's
on
right. We should go with the balls. You know what they say, stick with what you know.
I know.
You, right there.
Hi, sorry, my question's for Matt.
No problem, I'll just get it out of the way.
So, last year for your birthday, we as fans and yourself celebrated it with hashtag #UDay. And I was just wondering, what was your reaction to that?
My reaction? Well, I thought it was awesome that you guys made that up. Somebody tweeted the picture hashtag #UDay with September 28th on it. That was you. And so I saw that and loved it and retweeted it, and you made it a thing. So I was thankful and grateful. And you saw I Instagrammed all the videos I bought. I went through my closet. I took out like 20 or 30 shirts and some pants and some shoes, and went and bought a bottle. It's a long night. A couple cases of water bottles, and I went around Los Angeles giving out stuff to people that didn't have things, and it was great. And of course, I have to bring up one thing. I was attacked by a man on Twitter, and you guys defended me, thank goodness, because I was like, couldn't believe that I was attacked by this guy. This guy was like, "You piece of trash! How could you exploit these homeless?" And like, went off on me, message after message after message, and I was like, "You're just trying to make yourself look good by giving stuff out." I was like, "No, I'm trying to promote other people to do good stuff," but the fandom turned on him real quick. Like, you can light somebody on fire and watch them disintegrate on Twitter. That just happened to that guy.
You talk about our real life bodyguards. These are our real life bodyguards.
Family, man. You guys are a great big family. We're lucky to be part of this thing. Question, going, moving on. So Star.
Hey guys. So on our way to VanCon, we picked up this hitchhiker.
Yes, the
He's a
hamster.
cast member, and he hasn't seen you guys since San Diego.
Oh, I know that guy.
He doesn't really want to talk in my hand, but he kind of wants to.
Yeah, I know that guy, guys. He did hey dude, what's up? He did a guest star on, he worked with Shepard, right? Yeah. Worked with Shepard. Remember this guy, Rich?
Yes, I do. Hello, everybody. It's good to see you. And shout out to my peeps at the back of the house. You cheap bastards, you can't see a thing. Where's the shepherd? Hello? Where's Shepherd?
He's not here.
You're talking into a hamster. Not the microphone, you moron.
I'm sorry. Shepherd is not here right now. I think he's taking pictures or he's just relaxing. I don't know. But
He is my broheim.
no, I know you guys are bros. Have you seen him? Why are you hitchhiking? Have you fallen on bad times?
Well, I made the mistake of thinking that I had a thumb, so I thought I'd get here quickly. Turns out, people are not so quick to pick up the rodents, you know what they say? Even though I like to think of myself as well-known, maybe even famous, but no, people just zoom on by like there's a goddamn fire somewhere. Can't the brother get the lift to VanCon? Thankfully, those people picked me up, gave me carrots, cleaned up my poop, which looks like M&M's, by the way, don't be fooled. I've seen many a young child making that mistake. Hilarious though it is. Not a good idea for the young'uns. Anywho, where were we?
A lot of different places. So, I didn't realize hamsters ate carrots.
What you don't know can fill a phone book. You're trying to talk into my head and you are literally a loose cannon. I'm worried about you, Benedict. Are you going to be able to do the show tonight? Because let me tell you something, brother. I will step in the New York Minute. It'll be loud and... What am I, a hamster? It'll be loud and hamster.
I'm sorry. You're right. I really am kind of phoning it in because I'm just
saying to be professional for once.
Right, I'm sorry. I'm just kind of amazed I'm talking to you. Well, listen. I'm happy to know you're going to be there tonight.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. I hear there's bourbon backstage, so count me in, you know?
Yeah, we know how you roll. Well, listen, we got to get back to this Q&A, but thanks for stopping by.
Hold on, hamster friend.
Okay.
Hold on! Jesus, looking at you is like staring into pure light.
I know, thank you.
You're a beautiful mofo.
Wait
a minute. Turn around. Turn me around. Let me look at you. Daddy's home. You know what I mean? I spent 6 episodes working with Mark Shepard. Try staring into that face for 5 minutes.
I know, it's rough.
Look at you, dear God.
I know, you know what? Thank God.
Let me tell you something.
What?
Ever go rodent? You know what I'm saying? I can crawl places you've never dreamed of.
Let's keep it clean, okay?
Hey, keep it to yourself, Bluffy Brain. Daddy's trying to make time over here.
I was just gonna ask you, hamster, why are you dehydrated? Is something going on? Why do you have the shakes so bad?
Brother needs a cigarette, you know? It was a long road. Time for me to go to Marlboro Country. Take the edge off. Anyway, finish your panel. It's a real snooze fest.
All right, see you.
I'll see you tonight. Bye!
Wow, who knew the hamster would show up?
I can't do it, I'm done. I'm finished. I am sweating. I'm sweating so hard.
Was it just me, or was that hamster kind of into you, man? I mean, I
Get a room already.
you got serious hamster.
I'm just a spectator right now.
Brianna just brought in, she had her baby with her, and the baby's like 16 months old, and there's a baby girl, and we all 3 walked over to her, and the baby was like, you know, Rich is here and I'm here, and the baby was like, and Matt was like, itsy bitsy spider, and Rich was like, forget about the spider. Yeah, why don't you take your shirt off, let's get this thing going.
That was Rob and I were doing the baby's thoughts off to the side. Look at that baby checking out, man. Baby would rather starve in the desert than have us take care of him. We're parents, for God's sake. These babies over there going like, wah, wah, wah.
So she's like,
And man's doing it like itsy bitsy spider. I'm like, don't need the spider bit, brother.
come on. I get a spider, we've done that. Good God, you're beautiful.
You.
I have a question for Matt.
Matthew. Go on and pee.
Nothing.
Okay, are you okay, first of all?
I'm getting there, man.
I'm actually a really big fan of How to Get Away with Murder, so I was really excited.
Shit, me too, man. And I'm sorry I keep calling you man, so I get excited. Here's the thing. Has anybody else seen that show? Holy crap! When I booked the job, I had to start work the next day, so I only watched the last episode, so I had an idea of how to work with these people. When I got home that night, I watched the first 14 and lost my mind. It's so good. Anyways, your question.
Yeah, but I was really excited when I heard that you were going to be on that, and I was just wondering how that came about for you.
I have many sexual favors to executives, and lots of shirtless car washes and a mankini.
That was when you had him believe that you're a TV executive.
Yeah, that's right. I ran that TV executive
There's
skate.
nothing to do with How to Get Away with Murder. It doesn't.
The honest truth is, has everybody seen the Kings of Con promo where you guys maybe run through the streets naked? Do you remember the crazed maniac that drove by yelling profanities? And then he came back and said, whatever he...
Gave us the finger.
Gave us the finger, drove back, and as I was putting on my shorts, he came back and said, hey, executive producer of How to Get Away with Murder, keep those pants off, let's sign a contract.
There you go. True story. You right there.
You're welcome.
Hi guys.
Hi.
I didn't get a chance to say it last year, so I just wanted to quickly say, Rob, I'm glad you're doing okay.
Oh, thank you so much.
Good right now.
Thank you so much. Like I said before, I've done it. It's a miracle. It's a miracle, and I couldn't have done it without the love of all of you guys. So thank you so much.
Oh, sorry.
Just quick question. You guys obviously have incredible chemistry. It's obvious for everyone. You guys can play off of each other. Have you ever thought of, beyond doing your con episodes, but something that you guys might want to collaborate on together, a show of your own? Because I would watch the hell of that.
Well, don't we have like Shirtless and the Jerks or something like we had some
something in the chest.
Chin, shaky chin in the chest or something.
Shaky chin in the chest. Yeah, I mean the fact is, we talk about it and think about it all the time, and I think in our future there definitely will be. And right now it's Kings of Con. I mean, Matt's in every episode of Kings of Con. So what's really funny about it is Matt's, as opposed to some of the other people, he's really playing the opposite of himself.
Yeah, we actually made a character for Matt.
He's kind of an a-hole who doesn't like my character, but it's really funny. So we'll be able to do that together. So for now that's it. But yeah, for sure, I gotta keep working with these guys.
We're super excited about it. Thank you. Let's take one more. One more. All right, one more question. Right here. You.
Your
no?
question's for Misha?
Okay, good. Go.
Yeah.
I was wondering what your guys' favorite episode was to act in. Like, you had separate episodes, but...
Favorite episode to act in? For me, it was Changing Channels. Robbie?
I'm torn. I really like Swan Song. I mean, it's a beautiful episode.
Amongst all the episodes I do, I'm just gonna pick both of them because why not?
Ladies and gentlemen,
thank you so much.
Thank you, Bowen. Be sure to follow the Happy on Twitter. For Happy Twitter. By the way, Saturday night show tonight, the Saturday night special that Loudon Swain is doing, Matthew Cohen will be on that stage.
Raise your hand if you haven't been to the Saturday night special before. Do not miss this magical evening.
Tonight's gonna be even like extra special, so please come. We have a couple of fun surprises, and Matt's gonna be singing as well. As many of your other faves.
We'll get to excited.
And yeah, and afterwards the band will be signing CDs and
Greg's awesome.
Richard as well when he's singing, of course, and playing.
We'll
Talented
see.
musician as
We'll see
well.
about that. Listen, guys, here's the thing I'm going to tell you. I'm excited about this moment right now. Unfortunately, Minneapolis, Minnesota missed out on this opportunity, but you, however, are not going to. Put your hands together for the most generous man in show business. And your favorite, Misha Collins, everybody!
Rich, I was just noticing on the projection image of the three of you guys.
Yes.
That was up there. Was that your like elementary school?
I know. It's like Matt, Rob, and a child cosplaying Rich.
That's our newspaper boy.
It couldn't be less recent. It's shocking.
Was that so? That was your headshot the last time you acted? Huh?
That was me. Oh. Too soon.
God, it really makes me look like the creepy uncle.
Who's that creepy old guy?
It's great.
I actually almost, if I'd had something in my mouth, I would have done a spit take when that came up.
I want to say this.
I thought it was a joke. I thought, oh, that's funny. You can put that in your mix because it's so long ago.
It's so ridiculous.
Yeah,
I want to say from the bottom of my heart, I mean this. Thank you for bringing me back out here to make me look like an asshole. Because I ended on a high note, and you really grounded the plane for me, and I appreciate that. You know what I mean?
I thought that last question, like, you guys have such amazing, like, palpable chemistry. Have you ever thought about just having sex on stage? That's what I thought the question was going to be.
Well, that's why we actually did.
That was the subtext there.
That's why we immediately answered.
Now that you bring it up,
Everybody's here.
Yeah, well, should we make this interesting?
We actually thought the same thing, which is why we all immediately said, absolutely, yes. And then we realized we were in a show, we had to backpedal like, oh no, we've never done a show together. But hump, yeah, I mean.
Yeah, that's why.
Why not?
Yeah.
Speaking of humping, Misha Collins, everybody. And hasn't he healed up well?